This watch is cursed, and I'm not even doing like a spooky season Halloween bit. It legitimately might be cursed, and I'm not joking. I feel too much like to be doing a bit right now. I just had another round of blood tests, and I just had some more shots because I am falling apart and I am dying. And yeah, I'm not saying it's because of this watch, but it's looking like it might be because of this watch. I'm going to explain all of it right now. It is 2:47 p.m. Let's get down to business. All right, so quick sequence of events. Just over a year ago, I saw a gorgeous 1020 series Omega, and I just absolutely had to have it, and it is this one. Swiftly after I received it, it broke because it has that dastardly 1020 movement in it, and then I got run over. Soon after that, I was diagnosed with CRPS, and now, most days, I can't even walk. But, silver lining, I did just get the watch back from my watchmaker, and it is running perfectly. He actually found an original date wheel for this watch, and he went in there and fixed everything. And yeah, I mean, now that it's on the wrist once again, I realize how gorgeous it is, and it truly is one of the most gorgeous 1020 series I've ever seen. And I've bought and sold numerous of them over at the Time Teller shop, which we are just about to release another restock. I don't know if it's up right now, but if it is, you should go there. But yeah, in the midst of the whole recovery and everything with what I'm going through, I honestly assumed that once I got this watch back, I would just sell it. But it plays with the light so nicely, and it does everything I want it to do, and it wears so flat and comfortably on the wrist that I have to keep it. I have to keep this watch. And the truth is, this watch, as cursed as it may be, is more than just a beautiful vintage Omega in my collection. This Omega is very much a symbol of me trying to reclaim parts of my life one by one. You see, a very common theme of this channel has been me mentioning how I'm relying very heavily on tough watches, durable watches, maybe kind of inexpensive watches. I've touched upon the fact that I've locked away my nicer watches, my vintage pieces, because, you know, I'm clumsy, I walk all weird, I use a cane and crutches, and I don't want to hurt those valuable possessions, those watches that I love so much. So it's very easy for me to throw on, you know, my G-Shock Mudman or something that I know will not break at all no matter how hard I ding or dent it. But I'm gonna be honest, it's not like that made me happy. You know what I mean? It's not like blocking off and depriving myself of a huge part of my love for this hobby made me, you know, satisfied in any way. It was, I don't know, it felt really bad, actually. It wasn't good. And it's not to say that I don't love my G-Shocks and my tough beater watches. I love those things. I have a whole new appreciation for those things. But something has to change, man. When you go through something like what I'm going through, and I'm sure a lot of you guys also have your own battles that you're going through, it's very easy to feel like you don't deserve good things. You're kind of caught in a cycle, right? Good things aren't happening. Good things haven't happened for a while, maybe. And so maybe you think, you know, you're not sure if good things will ever happen, so you don't really deserve good things at all. And the longer that I've lived like this, the longer I realize that mindset just makes you disappear. You lose parts and pieces of yourself one by one. You know, I lost half of my 34th year, my entire 35th year, now much of my 36th year, and I don't know when physically I'm going to actually start getting better. In fact, some days it feels like things are getting much, much worse. And so for that length of time, it's been like no vintage watches, no sports cars, no real weightlifting, no jujitsu. And those were huge parts of my life pre-injury. But you know what? I'm done depriving myself of everything. I do deserve good things sometimes, and I do deserve to have some things to look forward to. and you do too. And listen, I'm not trying to become the person I used to be. I was too tunnel visioned comparing myself to that person. Now I want to focus on fighting for the person that I'm supposed to become. And I'm not totally sure what that is yet. But I do know that I can reclaim little pieces of the things that I used to love and still love today and want to experience and partake in. So I'm gonna wear my watches, all of them. And I'm going to, practice what I preach. I'm going to wear watches because they are meant to be worn. And if I ding them up a little bit, or I have a fall and I hit one on the ground, whatever, it's a watch. I've dropped my 2940 Bubbleback from 1945 on the pavement and had it, repaired. Big deal. I've done it before, I can do it again. I'm gonna try to drive my cars once in a while. It might not be, canyon cruises with Porsche Club of America, and it won't be track days anymore, but maybe it will be just around the block, or to grab a cup of coffee, or to take Sammy out to dinner. That's a huge goal of mine, and I'm so excited to experience that again. And listen, those cars have been sitting for like a year plus, so they're definitely gonna need, new fluids and batteries and probably, some maintenance. And same with those watches. They've been sitting there locked away. They're gonna need definitely some service, and they're gonna need to be wound up, and that speaks a lot to what I'm going through physically and mentally. It's not about going full throttle all the time. It's not necessarily about keeping perfect time. It's about understanding that no matter what you're going through, even if you break at points, you can still run, or in my case, limp. And so although this Omega with its damn 1020 movement seemed to be the beginning of the end for me, I'm keeping it. I'm flipping the script and saying, we're just getting started. It's not about who I used to be. It's about who I'm gonna become.